Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 21st. I'm on my way to work, and it's been, I think, several weeks since I've done an update here. Where I'm at right now is in the middle of, well, really the tail end since it's Wednesday. These weeks are flying by now, it seems. So I'm in the tail end of my second week on the 7.5. I think the last time I updated, I was talking about how I really was hopeful that the doctor would support dosing up because I was feeling like the 5 milligrams wasn't being as effective toward the middle end of my second round on it. And so I emailed her at the beginning of the week of my last dose and just said, my doctor appointment was scheduled for the following week. So I was going to run out of medication before I saw her anyway. So I emailed her, and said, I'm due for a refill before we meet again. I met her on the 13th of June. It's now the 21st, so that was last week. And actually a week ago yesterday. I finished 2 rounds of 5 milligram. I want to and need to dose up. And so she was totally fine, called it in. And so far on the 7.5, I feel pretty good. No nausea. I'm so thankful. I had a little bit of nausea with the 5 milligrams and at the beginning when I first started it. With the 7.5 milligrams, I've really virtually had no symptoms, which is awesome. I'm thinking this is my second week that I'm rounding out. I really have felt great for the past week and a half. So virtually no symptoms. Still having the injection site irritation. Again, I think I've said it before, I'm probably just going to be dealing with that. I do still rotate on my stomach. I really am not a fan of the whole leg situation. So I keep it in my stomach. I just rotate sides and move it around. Trying to find fatty areas. Well, there's plenty of fatty areas, don't get me wrong, but most fatty areas. Anyway, there are people close to me that... Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead. There are people close to me that have either started the medication or are working actively to get on, their doctor has prescribed it and they're just waiting on, pharmacy or, insurance authorization, whatever. People that I care about. So I'm very happy about that because, I like to think my progress is helping other people. And this medication has been life-changing for me. I've been overweight my entire adult life, morbidly obese for the better part of the last 20 years. And for the first time in that time, I feel hopeful. I feel good. I think that currently, at the weight that I am, which I'll get to in a moment, I think I'm the lowest I have been in probably 15 years, which is remarkable. And I still have ways to go. I still have about 30 pounds, 35 pounds to go before I hit goal weight. About 30 pounds. Because I don't want to be, I don't have a desire to be pencil thin. I want to be healthy And, if we go by what, those charts and things say I should be for my height, I have like 30 or 40 pounds, like 35 to 40 pounds to go. But I just think that's unrealistic and rude, honestly. For me, where I think I would be comfortable, I'm thinking about 30 more pounds and I'll be a happy camper. But let's talk about non-scale victories. I'm crossing my legs comfortably these days. Haven't done that forever. And I'm a leg crosser, I guess, because I'm crossing them all the time. And I guess it's because I can, and I don't have to have like a table leg to prevent my leg from falling off, which is crazy. But yeah, like I'm able to cross my legs. My clothes are literally falling off of me. I have been decluttering my house, which I've also, done some videos on. I'm moving this week, so I have, in the midst of all of this change, one of the other things that I discovered is that all of my stuff was making me miserable and giving me anxiety and making me depressed. I don't know. The things were doing that, or the fact that I had all these things was contributing to all of that. Needless to say, I was inspired by some people on YouTube to listen to the book, The Minimalist Home. And I have done that. I've also purchased the ebook so that I can reference it later, and I actually may just buy the hard copy because I am kind of a tangible book person. When I like a book, I like to have the hard copy. But that journey has been life-changing also. I've gotten rid of probably more than half of my belongings in the past month and a half, and that's literally not an exaggeration. At least half of my belongings are gone, and I feel so free. So I'm trimming fat in more ways than one, as they say. And so that's what I would consider that a victory. And even though that is not Mounjaro specific, it is, transformation specific, and all of this is about transformation. And so I've gotten rid of most of my things, and as I was doing that, to get back to relating this to non-scale victories with Mounjaro, I decided to rid myself of any clothes that I no longer fit. Blouses, shirts, whatever, that were extra large, that are literally hanging off of me. I donated those or gave them away. I just dropped off 2 huge boxes at the post office for ThredUp. Some like business clothes. I had all my size 16s, pants, which I'm giving y'all all my business, but all of my pants that no longer fit, I have gotten rid of. I'm wearing my jeans that are too big, and I'm just wearing a belt to keep them from falling off because jeans are expensive. I don't really want to spend a lot of money on clothes when I know I'm continuing to lose weight, thankfully, and just to have to buy more clothes in a short time period. So I'm wearing things until I literally can't wear them anymore. And so I kept 3 pairs of jeans, 4, but I actually may purge a little bit more. I've learned through this process that to do a few rounds, because each round I get rid of more stuff. But as of right now, I have 4 pair of jeans, and then I have some colored pants, some green, white, black pink jeans that I bought since losing weight, that I have kept. Anyway, so non-scale victory, clothes are falling off me. And, I have a pretty minimal minimalist wardrobe at this point, and I'm still finding that I'm not grasping for things. So again, before I actually move this weekend, I may go through and do one more sweep and get rid of things, because I don't want to take anything into this new place that I'm not keeping. So that's a non-scale victory. Crossing my legs is a non-scale victory. I would say inspiring my family and friends to also join this journey in community is a non-scale victory. Okay, I'm crazy, so get out of your way. So let's talk about scale victories. So again, I cannot remember the last time I updated, so I don't know what my weight was. But what I will say is that I, number one, went to the doctor last week, and on the doctor scale, because we all know that that's different from, you know, your scale at home, I had lost 21 pounds since March, when I was on last to the doctor and prescribed the medication. I started the medication on March 18th. That was my first injection. Went to the doctor on June 13th, so almost exactly 3 months. I had lost 21 pounds. So 21 pounds in 3 months is amazing. And, you know, I was telling the doctor that it's remarkable what just 20 pounds will do. And she put it in perspective for me. She said, well, just imagine carrying around a 21 pound baby all day, every day, literally, and how tiring that is. And I thought, yeah, you know, I hadn't thought of it that way, but you're right. And it is amazing what losing just even that does for your well-being. And again, I have a lot more to go, but I already feel so much better. My lungs are so much better. My blood pressure is so much better. My A1C is down. Things are just going really great all around. In the beginning of February, I started a 21-day fast, spiritual fast with the church. The church actually fasted in January. I started in February for work-related reasons. But anyway, that's not important. When I got on the scale at the beginning of the fast, I weighed 193 pounds. I'm 4'11" for perspective. So, that was my heaviest that I've ever been. And I was really afraid that I was going to cross over the threshold of 200 pounds at that point. But, I wasn't fasting for weight. I was fasting, for my spiritual well-being and to grow closer to God. But nevertheless, during that fast, I lost 11 pounds. So, but I say all that to say, in February, I think it was the second week of February I started, I was at 193 pounds. So since the beginning of February, I have lost 31 pounds. So 31 pounds lost in 4 months. 11 of those attributed to the fast, 11, and then 21 pounds to date attributed to the Mounjaro and lifestyle changes. I need to start working out, and I'm ridding my life of all these things so that I can create space and room for things that are important, such as working out, such as spending time with my family and friends, such as reading my Bible and spending time with God, who I know is with me all the time, but I don't devote enough time to Him. So these are all things that I am preparing myself for. I'm happy to have you all on the ride. And until next time, just hang in there, leave me a comment below. I would love it if you would like this video, subscribe, and I want this to be a community where we are supporting one another. So if you have a comment, question, just put it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. I haven't really been vlogging lately. Much. And I don't really know what the reason for that is, other than life has been in the way. I moved in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. It was the end of the fiscal year at work, and if anybody knows, if you know, one of those things. My dog has been having a lot of anxiety. I think the move has contributed, but also I think he's had anxiety for a long time, and so just managing that. And there's been some, family events and things like that. So I've just been on the run, on the go a lot, and haven't really taken the time to get on here and update. But this morning I need to do that because I weighed in. It's shot day.